Thank you. Thank you all for joining us in our humble Lexus tent. I don't know about you, but I didn't go camping in tents quite like this growing up. But this is Lexus. We're fortunate to have a number of our key leadership team here joining us for this great day, but none more important than Mr. Jim Lentz, our president and COO of Toyota Motor Sales back there. Jim, thank you for joining us here. You know, SEMA has always been synonymous with everything high performance, custom, and cool about cars. So it's fitting that we are here again for our 5th time to introduce an exciting Lexus product. We first came here to SEMA, as I said, 5 years ago in 2007, when we were getting ready to launch the ISF. You know, I think there were maybe some of you in the crowd back then that didn't put Lexus and performance in the same sentence together. But ISF, that we introduced here, changed their minds. We did performance driving laps on our test track out here, and I think people became believers. At that time, we also introduced a whole line of F-Sport factory accessories, and we were getting into the performance business. The very next year, we said, where could we go with this? And decided we'd like to look at expanding to the GS line. So we produced a very cool GS F-Sport model to debut here, along with other IS, ISFs, and of course more of our F-Sport accessories. In 2009, I know some of you were here and will never forget the exhaust note of the LFA for the first time when we brought it out here. And again, Lexus and performance were being used in the same sentence. We also introduced our newest IS member, the IS convertible, and full of F-Sport accessories back then as well. And last year we pushed it even further and said, how about all of our industry-leading hybrids? And we created some really cool hybrid project cars, CT, RX, all of them out here on display last year. But today it's all about the 3rd member of our new GS lineup. We introduced the 4th generation GS 350 in Pebble Beach back in August. A month later, we added the first glimpses of the hybrid version, GS 450H, at the Frankfurt Motor Show. And today, we're excited to officially show you for the first time live and in person the all-new GS 350 F-Sport. Whoosh, there it is. This 350 F-Sport is a bolder, stronger, more confident sports sedan, and it really represents a new direction for the Lexus design philosophy. It's a new chapter for the Lexus brand, and it's all about engaging driving dynamics. The GS F-Sport plays an important role in the overall lineup because it's really more than just aggressive driving dynamics or aggressive styling. It's really about driver control, and it's all about taking advantage of every one of the 306 horses in this engine. Depending on the mood of a driver now, new to the GS line, they can choose from any one of 4 drive modes with a simple twist of the drive mode select knob. One click to Sport S changes throttle mapping and transmission functions, but a second click to Sport S Plus further modifies settings for suspension, steering, our VDIM, and our traction control systems for exceptional driving performance. But the GS F-Sport also features other unique performance and visual modifications. Some of you can see the much larger front brake disc. This is a 14-inch rotor, a full 1 inch larger than the standard brake. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but that creates over 30% more brake swept area. And you throw in some sticky high friction pads and it's one stopping machine. And that's not all. This aggressive front bumper and fascia shows off the latest of the Lexus spindle grille. It also includes a unique mesh grille insert only in the F-Sport. People will see that coming in their rearview mirror from a mile away. Moving over to the back, there's a subtle, small rear spoiler and a much more aerodynamic rear valance and housing in the exhaust tips. But the real cool part is inside. When a driver enters the new GS F Sport, the first thing they're going to feel is a 16-way adjustable sport driver seat with power, our first power side bolsters, power thigh extender, and 4-way lumbar adjustments. This seat moves in so many ways, it'll fit any back that enters that seat. And the interior is finished off with smooth striated aluminum interior trim, perforated leather steering wheel and shift knob, and a smooth all-black headliner. Some of you can see this Cabernet red leather, which is also unique to the F Sport. And if you're not feeling quite so bold, it's obviously available in black or our light flaxen interior as well. So this F Sport model is available in both rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. On the rear-wheel drive models, it features these large 19-inch staggered width wheels, 235 tires on the front, and the largest tires ever fitted to a Lexus sedan, 265 sticky tires on the rear. And for the first time available in GS, the Lexus Dynamic Handling System. This system integrates our F Sport tuned variable suspension, the electronic power steering, and our latest generation stability control systems to coordinate front and rear steering to provide agile, sharp, confident response to the driver's every input. This GS F Sport is a true driver's machine. GS 350, along with this GS 350 F Sport, arrive at dealers February of 2012. And about 2 months later, we'll arrive with the GS 450 hybrid. As I said at the opening, SEMA has always been a showcase for customization. So we have other vehicles on display here as well, in addition to GS. Outside, you're going to find a cool ISF, a CT200H with factory F Sport packages, IS 350 with factory F Sport package, a race truck, and a bunch of other cool things, all outfitted with F Sport accessories. And don't miss one other very cool project GS by our friends at 5 Axis. Folks, underneath this cover is Troy's version of what a GS F could look like. This is fitted with a wide body conversion kit, StopTech front and rear brakes, Air Runner air suspension, custom exhaust, and huge 20-inch 5-axis alloy wheels. You'll have a chance to get up a lot more close and personal with that in a minute. You know, there's an awful lot going on here and here at the Lexus display for the rest of the day. We don't like to just show up with a car with a pretty face or a pretty rear end. We like putting our money where our mouth is. So we've actually brought 2 of our championship-winning Lexus Pro drivers, Scott Pruitt and Joe Bacall, are both here. And they're going to spend the next 3 hours giving hot laps in the GS 350 F Sport on our performance test track. They're not just going to go out and drive the car either. They're going to demonstrate what I've been talking about for the last 10 minutes. So your first lap, you're probably going to get in normal mode, and you're going to feel what a great handling machine it is. Second lap, they're going to click it to that S Sport Plus mode, and you're going to feel how the car firms up in every corner. And if you're lucky, on the third lap, they're going to shut off all the traction control and stability control and show you what it was like in the old days driving a 300-plus horsepower car around a twisty test track. I think that'll be the fun one. So don't miss that opportunity. We're going to have sign-ups right outside at the entrance to the test track. It will be first come, first serve, but we're going to prioritize media. We want you all to get an opportunity to experience those hot laps. We also have a wonderful parting gift for all of you that have taken your time to come out and see our new GS 350 F Sport. We have really cool F Sport t-shirts featuring any one of 6 awesome designs, and they're on that wall back there. So before you leave, pick out your favorite, and right outside they're going to make you a custom t-shirt as a memento of this last 15 minutes. I want to thank you for joining us today to see the first example of the new face of Lexus. Trust me when I tell you, from this car forward, you'll never experience Lexus the same way again. Thank you very much for coming out.